What are some things that people should be learning or studying or getting involved with if they want to prepare for a career in digital forensics, or pivot from another cybersecurity job into digital forensics? What certs, what projects should they work on? What sorts of demonstrations, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, it all starts with an interest in the field and a passion for the field.
Yep.
I like, I'm going to go off on a bit of a tangent, but cybersecurity and digital forensics are two sides to the same coin of cybersecurity and cyber attacks. Similar to how you have courtroom lawyers and solicitors who do the agreements and all those kind of things, wills and estates. And so solicitors will plan for an event that has not happened yet, and they'll try to formulate agreements and written documents that contemplate all the ways in which that event can go wrong. When something goes wrong, the litigators come in and we fight about an event and we dissect it and we apply the law to it. That's very similar to this, in the sense that once a cyber attack occurs, that's where forensics comes in. That's where you're doing the incident response. All the stuff that leads up to that, in my opinion, is cybersecurity and the prevention aspects. I find that most students and most people in the field providing the services are almost, I would say 90% or more are in cybersecurity. And there's not a lot of people doing forensics, particularly in Canada. So I think if I was a student, I would probably go into that field in terms of it's a growing field.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that you can do all the training you want, but you need experience. So the biggest bar to entry into the field is getting that experience. And I really feel students in that way. I don't know where I would be had I not started my own company.
Right.
Certainly in the early days, I was not certified. I was not educated enough to actually do the work. And it was always my goal to have a team that did the work. Out of pure interest, I then got certifications through Infosec Institute. And I continue to develop my training and skills. So I'm currently, writing the NK certification. I'm doing some stuff with Celebrate. I'm working with Parabin for their E3 training. So I'm trying to broaden my skills, and you're always trying to learn. And to be honest with you, just the curiosity factor. When I'm using my cell phone, I'm always curious, what is this app and what is this new feature? And would I know about what I'm doing if I had this phone in an investigation? It's really interesting. So just that kind of curiosity factor. And so what can students do? They can write articles, they can do research, they can play around with free tools and, extract your own data and see how you would get it. If you understand how to do that with a free tool, I promise you'll be better in the field when you're using a paid tool that does all of that work for you in a much more efficient way.
Yeah.
But there are free tools available that you can just tinker around with, and you get to do it in not a real world experience where the consequences of making a mistake aren't so dire. And that's how we learn.
New episodes of the Cyberwork podcast are available every Monday at 1 p.m. Central. And don't forget to check out our hands-on training series, Cyberwork Applied. Each week, expert Infosec instructors teach you a new cybersecurity skill and show you how that skill applies to real-world scenarios. Go to infosecinstitute.com/learn to stay up to date on all things cyberwork.